elementary education, some of those schedules, the sequential plans, are very, very fixed, and they're just like they're called, sequential. And if you miss taking a course, like a mathematics course or a science course, it might impact your future semesters. So we want to be really careful about that. But let's just say that it doesn't, then you should be able to find an alternative course that could take the place of the one that's full. Second, if there is not an alternative course that you can take, and the course you wish to take has a wait list available, add yourself to the wait list. Then you'll want to check your email daily in case you are given the opportunity to register for that waitlisted course between now and the start of the semester. Third, if there is no wait list, you can watch the class for an opening. Many courses will open due to a student's dropping or a student's being unable to take the course due to a failed prerequisite. In this instance, it's important, again, to watch the course daily for the best opportunity to add the course. If the course has prerequisites, then you want to pay particular attention to the time during our semester when grades are posted. So right around May 17th through 19th is the time when students might be removed from a course if they did not pass the prerequisite for that course. So that would be a good time for you to watch to see if there's openings.
Great, thank you. So I'm still unsure if I'm returning this fall. When should I make my decision about registering for fall 2020 courses?
Until a student decides for certain that they are not returning, I always recommend registering for classes. The reason is that this is a good way to protect yourself if you do decide to return. That said, once you register, if you decide not to return, we need to know as soon as possible about that decision so that you can drop your courses and open those seats up for another student.
Great. So is the Advising Center still open, and how can I get in contact with advising staff?
The Advising Center is open. Students can reach our administrative assistant by calling 208-792-2313. That number can also be used for general text messages. The email address for our office is TAC, that stands for the Advising Center, so tac@lcsc.edu. If you would like to reach a specific advisor, I recommend using their email address. If you are uncertain how to find contact information for your advisor, you can click on the link My Profile and Advising Information in your Warrior Web student menu under Academic Profile.
Wonderful. And so finally, what advice do you have for students in terms of how they can benefit most from advising?
Well, I actually have a lot of advice, but I think that the thing that I want to tell you that is most important to me is that you need to develop a relationship with your academic advisor as early as possible. That person has a lot of potential to help you while you're in college. And so by getting to know that person and them knowing you, being on a first name basis, making an appointment, going in and talking to your advisor, emailing them again professionally, politely, and having that interaction is going to end in a good relationship. Your advisor wants to help you, so they want to interact with you, but part of that is on you to make communication and contact with them. Once that relationship is built, then one of the things that you can do that is really going to help them is to stay ahead of what is required of you as a student. So for instance, when advanced registration is coming, a few weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before advanced registration, it's a really good idea to reach out to your advisor and ask them for an appointment. An appointment can be by phone, it can be by Zoom, it can be in person, but any of those methods are effective in working with your advisor. And then at that appointment, you want to be prepared. So you need to be prepared with courses that you want to take, with questions that you have, and those questions might range anywhere from work experiences after graduation, like a practical work experience. They might include internships or volunteer experiences, even on-campus involvement that could help you build your resume or could help you round out your experience while you're at Lewis Clark State College. Your advisor is a really good resource for information about how you can prepare for your future career. So getting to know them, having contact, being prepared when you go and meet with them are all really good ways to develop that relationship to obtain the most information and the most help for you as you proceed through your career at LCSC.
Thank you. That was so helpful. So I just wanted to remind our international students as well about a couple of important advising pieces of information related to CVIS requirements and their F1 status. So for fall of 2020, we are planning on being open and hosting classes in an in-person context. So you will be required to register for the normal CVIS requirements. Again, remember CVIS has made an exception due to the extreme circumstances caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. So that means you will be required to register for at least 12 courses, so be on a full-time basis, as well as 9 of those credits must be a face-to-face format. So that could be lecture, it could be hybrid, it could be a kinesiology course or an activity course, but at least 9 of those 12 credits must be in person. Deborah, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I don't, but I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and to answer your questions. I hope that students will reach out to us. If a student does want to get a hold of a specific advisor and they just don't know how to do it and they don't know how to navigate it, have them call our office, or students, you call our office directly and we will definitely get you directed to the right place.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate your time, and I know our students do as well. This was so helpful.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.